guys, and welcome back to America's 737 project. Today we're going to be working with my Arduino cards, or one of them, and the plugin ArdSimX, which is what I'm using to interface Arduino with Xplane. So I'm going to give you a quick tour of what the workshop is looking like in just a minute. This is the room where I'm actually gonna have the simulator, as I mentioned before, and just wanted to give you guys a quick view. I really haven't touched much here yet, but we're here in the basement, and we're gonna go to the workshop. And excuse me a little bit, it's really not organized just yet, but I wanted to go ahead and show you guys how am I getting all of my stuff done and everything connected. So let's go ahead and start heading towards the other side of the basement, and I'll show you guys. This is where the workshop is, and again, I just moved here not too long ago, so it's still a little bit of a mess. I've got to get a couple more of those what is that called, a shelf, something like that. I gotta get at least 2 more of those, and probably some racks here in the wall, and a bigger table, because I just have this one. I need to get a bigger table so I can do all of my cutting and stuff. But anyway, we've got here soldering iron. It's warming up. We're gonna be doing some soldering today, and we're gonna start getting ready for the rudder pedals. And as you can see here, I've got some wood that I have pre-cut already. That's what I'm going to be using to build the whole frame for the rudder system, and I'll show you guys that later on. Got our Dremel here, and again, we should start cutting stuff very soon. Over here on the other side, still a whole bunch of things in boxes. Let me show you guys here. Those are my rudder pedal and the connection system for the rudders. Everything else still in boxes. So again, excuse me with this little bit of unorganized stuff all over the place, but I just wanted to give you guys an interview of it. Again, iron soldering tool warming up, and this is what we're going to be using today. It's 10K potentiometer, fairly cheap. You can find them all over the internet. Very easy to connect. They have these 3 connectors down here. One of them, in this case I'm using the left one, will go to 5 volt. Middle one, it's always the analog input, and the third one is going to be ground. And I have these 3 connectors. That's what I'm going to solder to this. The other end is going to go to the Arduino card, and from there to the Xplane simulator. And I'm using again the plugin. It's called ArdSimX. I will probably put the link down below so you guys can have a look at it. I think it's pretty cool and fairly easy to set up. It did give me a little bit of a headache today, but I think that was just user error, and I had some issues with the Arduino libraries, and back and forth I ended up removing the library altogether and reinstalling it, and then it worked just fine. So let's go ahead and jump in to some soldering, and I'll show you guys the result in just a minute. Okay guys, and we're done with the soldering, and I just want to show you, I just double checked the wiring for continuity and all of that. It all looks good, and let me actually go ahead and turn this. There you go. That's all done there. Now it is time to go ahead and bring this up to the computer and give it a try with ArdSimX and Xplane 11, and hopefully we're gonna have some rudder working. I'm gonna be using a total of 3 potentiometers for the rudder system. This one, which is gonna be the main one, is gonna be in charge of the pedals itself, so basically left and right. Then the other 2 are gonna be one each brake, so one for the right brake, one for the left brake independently, and then this one in the center, which is gonna be taking care of the steering and moving the rudder side to side. Okay, let's go to the computer and I'll be back with you guys in a minute. Okay everyone, so we're back here. We're now up in the studio. I've got my laptop running Xplane 11, and we've got Arduino set up here. You can see. Okay, so we've got the Arduino card. This is an Arduino Mega connected through the USB to the laptop over here, and this is the potentiometer we just soldered. There you go. And so that's connected to the Arduino, and from there back to Xplane. So let's go ahead and move the camera up a little bit. Okay, and I just tested it just now, and it looks pretty sensitive, but not that horrible. I think it has some good touch to it. Plus, we still have to do all the linkage system, so that'll help a little bit. But actually, it feels good. So that's our center position, and you can see here the rudder pedals, and we're gonna move side to side. So that's all to one side and all to the other side. Center, back to the right, center, and to the other side. Okay, so again, I think it works just fine, and that's a great start. So we're gonna go ahead and start building the frame and the whole system. I'm gonna go on deep and explain that down the road as we're building, but at least the electronic part of it, it's working. On the rudder itself, we still gotta work on the brakes, but that's gonna be for another day. Let's see if we can get a closer look at the rudder here. There we go. Okay guys, I think that's a good start. So I'll leave you guys for now. Hope you're liking this. If you guys have any question on wiring, electronics, anything else like that, again, I'm not an expert. I just pretty much do my research, Google up stuff, and you know, kind of do everything as much as I can by myself. But if there's anything I can help with, by all means, go ahead and let me know. Till next time, hope you guys are enjoying all the flying, and I'll see you guys on our next episode with the American 737 project.